it's Midnight Raven, and today for the 30-day health and fitness challenge video, we are going to be talking about extreme sports that you can try that are based on water. So if you don't know who I am the Midnight Raven. Welcome to my channel. For July, we're doing the 30-day health and fitness challenge. And if you haven't met me before, I have an Instagram as well. I am the Midnight Raven over there, so if you'd like to check me out there. Today we're looking at extreme sports to try on the water. Now I myself have quite a phobia of water. I think the most water I ever go in is a kind of swimming pool, and even then I'm kind of cautious. But we have 7 water sports that you can try if you have the extreme thrill-seeking nature that I don't have. So let's get into the video. The first sport we're going to look at, number 1, scuba diving. Scuba diving is a popular holiday activity and provides an unforgettable underwater experience. Scuba diving is fairly low danger with expert guiding and trainers. Now for me, I'd love to be under the water, see all the fish, coral reefs and all that kind of thing, but I am terrified of water. But it sounds like a really cool experience being in with the fish and snorkeling around and getting right up close to them. And it would probably be one of these kind of sports that you do on your honeymoon, or maybe you do it with a group of friends. So it is a really fun activity. Like I said, it's a low danger, but you do get expert guiding, you have expert training, and it can be a really rewarding sport to learn. Sport number 2 is kite surfing. So if you're a little bit more of a daredevil, you got a little bit more Thrillseeker in you, you might try kite surfing. So kite surfing uses the power of wind to draw the participant's kite, up into the air and across the water, where you can do various freestyling, free riding and downwinder, featuring jumps, and twists, and oh my god, it makes me sick just watching. The stomach churningness for me is being on a kite, taking off the water, and for me, it's a no. But for you, this could be brilliant. Getting out there, thrill seeking, throwing yourself into the activity. If this is your kind of thing, let me know if you've done it before. It's not something I've seen very often being done, but I'm expecting that people would do it if they were given the chance. Okay, activity number 3, barefoot skiing. Yes, we are going more extreme. Basically, the poor skier skis without skis. Oh yeah. So this sport involves a lot of strength, endurance, willpower, and probably some aftercare on your feet. So the participants' weight and the pulling speed of the boat is measured, and together it's calculated to get the best technique as you ski along the water with your bare feet, doing what you do best, trying to stay afloat, I guess. This one isn't for everybody. Depending on your weight, obviously, and the speed of the boat, it's to keep you on the surface of the water so that you obviously don't damage your feet too much. But this is barefoot skiing of a whole new level. Forget skiing in the Alps with your skis, forget jet skis. This is barefoot skiing. This is taking it another step further. So if you have the stamina, the willpower, and the strength to do this, then by all means, check this sport out. Okay, number 4, free diving. I did say we're getting more extreme. So this is a form of underwater diving, which involves diving without breathing apparatus. So as you've just seen, we were talking about scuba diving with apparatus. This is doing it without. So no breathing apparatus is used. And basically the diver dives without the apparatus, and it's basically his skill to be able to control his breathing will be how long you manage to stay underwater. Now this isn't for everybody. It takes a lot to hold your breath underwater, and this is basically training your breathing so that it slows enough so that you don't need to breathe so often. This is a hard one to do, and it's definitely not for everybody. You don't use a tank, you basically learn to breathe under the water, and it's basically the diver's ability that will decide whether you can or cannot do this sport. I've never seen anyone do it before. I'm sure there are people out there that do this, but I do not believe it's going to be my kind of thing. I think it's a little too extreme. Okay, activity 5. We are doing waterfall kayaking. So kayaking itself doesn't sound too bad. You kayak along a river, perfectly fine. How about throwing yourself off waterfalls? Now I piqued your interest. Okay, so waterfall kayaking is not for the faint-hearted. You use a kayak and you go through waterfalls, often at a steep height that can be around 180 foot up in the air. So this is where you go through extreme currents through the waterfalls and you drop down and you basically come from a height through waterfalls, and you basically go through the currents, which can get quite strong because obviously a waterfall is constantly flowing, and you basically drop from 180 foot through these waterfalls and through these drops. So if you're scared of heights, you're not very good in high currents, or you're just not a fan of being thrown into the elements, this is probably not for you. This is a high intense, high strength sport. Kind of need a bit of willpower, endurance, and need balls of steel, really. So this may not be for you. Okay, activity number 6, we are looking at skimboarding. So what is skimboarding, you might ask? Well, a participant uses a skimboard to skim across the water surface, and as you meet a breaking wave, you can do maneuvers on this board. You basically perform various stunts, tricks on the water surface, and air movements, while on the board using the waves, kind of like a surfboard. I've never seen anyone do this before. I am sure that it's kind of like surfing, but a little bit more, of where you do more stunts. Surfing is kind of like flat, although some people do some elaborate stuff on surfboards, but this is more surfing with a bit of flair, a little bit more extreme, a little bit more, on the edge. But this may not be to everybody. Again, every sport I'm talking about is subject to the participants' strength and endurance and willpower to do something like this. And the last activity, number 7, is blobbing. I'll let that sink in for a minute. Blobbing. Yeah, may not be what you're thinking. Participants sit on a giant inflatable, which is referred to as a water trampoline or a blob. Basically, you jump on the inflatable and you are launched up into the air at a height of around 22 meters is the highest anyone has been thrown. So this is basically where you jump on the inflatable and you are basically thrown into the air up to about 22 foot, which is the Guinness World Record today. And you are basically thrown off this inflatable and you land in the water. Now, I guarantee you I've seen people do this on YouTube and it hurts. You land in that water wrong and you hear that snap or the crack of the water and I wince. So this participant sport may not be for everybody. If you're scared of heights, I would say no. If you have a fear of being thrown into a water, maybe not for you. Or if you're just not a fan of putting your life and hands into a trampoline that basically throws you in the air off an inflatable, I mean, maybe not for you. So these were the 7 extreme sports. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do have an extreme sports series, so if you want to see more, do give me a big thumbs up. click that notification bell because I do load videos every day. And we are going to be doing another part to this series, and it's going to be extreme sports that you try on land. So if you want to see that, stay tuned for another day where I'm going to bring you another 30-day fitness video challenge. And if you want to see more from me, check me out on Instagram. Big thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon for another video. Take care and get extreme. Thanks for watching. Bye.